The free preview PDF and back Player's Guide 2 on Kickstarter today.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Kobold Chats. My name is Kendrick or Kendo, whichever you prefer, and it's another wonderful Friday where I get to be here with all of you talking about one of my favorite things in the world. Hey, Kobold Press and tabletop RPGs. Hope you all are doing good this fine Friday, whether it is, whether you're like at home just hanging out, or you're at lunch at work, or maybe you're actively working. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I'm just glad that you are here so we can talk about all the cool things that are going on. Because hey, guess what? We are, 3 weeks in? Are we 3 weeks in to the Kickstarter? Something like that, because we only have 14 days. Hold on, wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get back. Let's follow me. Hold on. This is I was a little low on that. There we go. That works out a lot better. Follow me. All right, so what do we got to talk about today, Jiro? Well, hey, guess what? We're doing a little update here about where we're standing for the Player's Guide 2 Kickstarter, and hey, that's what we're about to talk about right now. We've got 14 days left, and over the past day or so, I think it was either yesterday or it was Tuesday, we hit $200,000, which is great. It is. I mean, you all have been so support. Hey, it just went up. It actively went up while we were doing this. Look at that. We're at $203,825. Thanks to all of you. Because it's just been so cool seeing everybody being so supportive and really, really excited for everything that is going to be in this very, very chunky book. There's so much. So many lineages, subclasses, spells, items. There's so much in here. And us getting the stretch goals actually only adds more to the book, which is great, right? So now that we've hit 200,000, our next big stretch goal that we're looking to hit is $225,000, which will get you 5 new companions, familiars, mounts, and beast training rules. Which I love being I love having weird options for mounts, because yeah, we could just all be horseback riding. That'd be fine. That'd be great. But what if I wanted something weirder, like a big turtle mount? I don't know what the new mounts are, but it's like stuff like that, right? Like imagining different ways that other like strange magical creatures are like added into the world of your game, like the societies and the way that people interact, maybe sometimes exploit, maybe sometimes living in communion with the animals and finding like some kind of weird middle ground. So I love weird mounts. New familiars, never going to be upset about that. And then beast training rules is great because every party wants to adopt the weird little hatchling dragon, or the the wolf cub that they found somewhere, and so giving these just more stuff you can do during downtime, right? Which is always great because it's lovely. It's not even really filler, right? I was about to use the word filler. Downtime is also a part of the story and lets you breathe, right? Lets time pass. And so giving things that your players can do during that downtime to fill up their time, characterize themselves a little more, gain new skills, gain new companions, gain new beasts, is always cool. So, hey, we're just 22,000. We're a little under $22,000 away from that, and I think we could do that. I think we could do that we could do it by mid next week. Definitely by next time you and I are talking here on the Kobold Chats, I think we'll be able to hit that. So fingers crossed, because I want those cool things. Really, the thing that I want the $250,000 one, the guide for assassins. One of my first characters I ever made for 4th edition was I was playing the executioner assassin class, which was great. I want the guide to assassin. Smuggling, rules for smuggling, more poisons, and like probably also talents for dealing with poisons. It's good. The edgelord in my heart really loves being an assassin and being in the shadows, poisoning people. I don't know. It's just kind of cool. People like playing rogues for reasons, right? So it just is what it is. So that is the Player's Guide to Kickstarter. If you haven't already backed, hey, gang, come on, go back. Go back it. You want this book. You want all the goodies. Tell your friends to back because they want all the goodies. Think of all the, just all the good stuff in here. Okay, that's enough about that. Next up, hey, the pocket editions for the Tales of the Valiant Game Master's Guide are now in store. You can go get it over on the Kobold Press store right now. You can get the pocket and soft, like the pocket edition, which is like the small soft. Hold on, I'm gonna show you what a pocket edition looks like. So this, hold on, let's get a little closer. This is the Tales of the Valiant Monster Vault, right? Bigger than my head. It's a nice chunky little book. You know, we've got what? How many pages in this? In total, we've got like 384 pages in this. It's a lovely book, big, nice, chunky. This is the pocket edition for the Monster Vault. You see the size difference? You see the size difference? It's about the same thickness, right? Because we didn't cut any pages. We don't cut any content for the pocket editions. Everything that's in here is in here. The difference, this can fit in my backpack. This can fit in my suitcase. I can fit like 4 of these suitcases and maybe 4 of these suitcases. 4 of these books in a suitcase and like maybe 2 of these. The difference is astronomical. If you're going to conventions, if you're traveling, if you're just even going from your house to your friend's house, this book is going to be so much more portable. So like it's great. And so if you want one of these sized babies for your Game Master's Guide, the link that I just put, go to the link. So if you want to take your game mastering to the next level, because remember, Tales of the Valiant is a 2-core book game. You only need truly it's a 1-core book game because you only need the player's guide to learn how to both play and run the game. It was a core part of the design philosophy for it, right? The Monsters Vault gives you the monsters to play the game. You could use any 5e monsters. It's compatible. Truly, you'd be fine. But we can call it a 2-core core book game because the Monster Vault elevates the other 5e monsters to the Tales of the Valiant level. So you don't need the Game Master's Guide to learn to run the game. The Game Master's Guide is to help elevate your play, give you more tools, take you from a beginner, novice GM, whatever you want to call it, and bring you up to the level of the masters. Or if you're already an advanced GM, it still gives you way more tools, new ways to use doom points, all of that great stuff. So go get, if you don't already have the Game Master's Guide, or you want a more portable version of it so you can actually take it to places, get the Pocket Edition of the Tales of the Valiant Game Master's Guide. And it's still got all the same art in it, and it's just great. It's just great. It's so good. What is new in the Pocket Edition? There isn't new content in the Pocket Edition. It is all the same. There's nothing lost from it either. Truly, the difference between the Pocket Editions and the hardcover ones are size and cost. The softcover Pocket Editions, they're just cheaper. They're like a good $20 cheaper almost. Versions of the other book. It has all of the same stuff. And it's smaller and more portable. So that's the difference. Awesome. Next up, this actually came out like a few weeks ago. But I didn't get a chance to talk about it because we were so deep into the Player's Guide 2 talk. But the Scroll Vault of Malzegar, which every time I say it, I come so close to saying Malzahar because that's just the League brain rot in my brain, because that's where brain rot is. But the Scroll Vault of Malzegar is a new 4th level adventure PDF. It's 27 pages, written by Richard Pett. You can see here, gorgeous cover. It's so strange. It's like this creature, this little elemental creature right here with all its little tangly, like, it's, I want to know what's going on. Hey, so let's read about it, shall we? You can also see that we've been doing a little work on the website, changing some stuff up. So here we go. Betrayal and battle ahead. Once the heart of an infamous arcane college, the Scroll Vault of Malzegar passed into legend after suffering a witch hunter's wrath. Though the college itself is now a crumbling ruin, legend speaks of a series of clues left behind to guide seekers of knowledge. To what remains of Malzegar's arcane library, many seek to claim the rewards of the vault, and your party stands ready to seek them out. Scroll Vault of Malzegar is a Tales of the Valiant adventure for 4th level. Characters from designer... Scroll Vault of Malzegar is a Tales of the Valiant adventure for 4th level characters from designer Richard Pett. Explore a monster-infested, trap-laden arcane ruin, plunder its secrets, and negotiate, or not, with hobgoblins, garishly-robed wizards, and more. Enter the Scroll Vault of Malzegar, but watch your back and front, and don't forget to look up once in a while, too. That's so... The great thing about crumbling arcane places being kind of turned into dungeons is that there's always going to be just the most chaotically arcane traps and like hazards and just like, oh, sorry, yeah, I kind of left this experiment around and it's just been kind of blowing up in this room by itself for like 100 years. So just kind of watch out, deal with that. And it looks like there's like an outer, okay. Oh, I wonder if this is just like a classic kind of dungeon crawl through this vault. Maybe we'll definitely be cracking it open on one of these Kobold Chats, probably in the next couple of weeks or so keep an eye out on that. Sick. And then next up, before we get to what we're here to do, because I'm going to be making a character, it's been a while since I made a character for like a 5th edition game, and for Tales of the Valiant. I mean, I haven't made a Tales of the Valiant character yet that I've been able to play, which has been sad because now I just have all these characters lying around. But I really want to take a look through I think it's the Elemental Voice monk that's in the Player's Guide 2 preview, because there's like a lot of options there, and I really want to see how it's different from the Ways of the 4 Element monk, I think is what it's called, the 5th edition, the 2014 5th edition like monk that does all of the elemental stuff. That's like kind of bad. So I'm interested to see what changes they make in this and like what approach they go for it. So we are going to be making one of those bad boys. But before that, let's take a look at this new subclass preview that we get to see in the Kobold Press blog, which, hey, you know I love the Kobold Press blog. There's free stuff all the time. God, we've been actually putting out like a lot of subclasses recently. Wait, where is it? Because there was a couple of weeks ago we were talking about. Oh well, I guess. Oh, maybe this is the subclass thing I was thinking about. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about it then. Can confirm. Yeah, it's not great. So yeah, I'm just interested in what this one's gonna be. So let's take a, but before that, we're going to take a look at the Toymaker, a new mechanist subclass from the Player's Guide 2. You know, you can see it in the little in the preview. It's listed. This has some fiction in front of it. Tiny arrows pepper the rear wheels of Dib's wagon of doom. Goblins shriek and duck for cover against an adorable onslaught. A clockwork owlbear clatters forward as the clicking of gears signals another teeny tiny volley. Daring a glimpse from behind his rapidly deteriorating position, Dib sees her. Curled shoes, long leaf-shaped ears jutting from beneath a tall, pointed hat. The jingling of bells is drowned out by another thwack of arrows. It was true then. Some elves made toys. That's good. Also, I love the appearance of Dib in this. Imagining Dib's big wagon, like this giant, like wooden and iron tank, and just like a bunch of like clockwork, like birds and animals just assaulting it. Good. Check out the toy. Yeah, no, the Toymaker is. I love in any kind of thing where I can control like robots or drones or anything. I love that. I love it in cyberpunk games, and bringing it to like the fantasy like world where I can like just have all of these things going around doing my bidding. It's like being a summoner, but like kind of better because you made them yourself. You know. All right. Hold on. Let me take a. Let me parch my throat. No, not parch my throat. Quench my throat. There we go. Okay. Miniatures combat redefined. Become generalissimo of your own tiny army when you play as a Toymaker mechanist. Where others ply their mechanical might in forging mighty weapons or enchantments, the Toymaker subclass creates automatons of striking realism and utility. The Toymaker is a subclass for players who delight in command and control of the battlefield. Your capacity to build and issue instructions to your creations grow as you level up. And new augments add tactical and practical abilities to your deadly toys. With the Toymaker, our designers wanted to give the mechanist a unique summoning subclass for those who thought Toy Story needed a little more sword and sorcery. Combining and applying augments to your automatons will also create a lot of opportunities for combat surprises and clever solutions to difficult encounters. Did my cat make an appearance yet? No, she has not made an appearance yet because she's laying down on the bed. So there's a good chance. There's a good chance she'll wake up and she is awake. She's just like lying down staring at the wall. Cats. What are you gonna do? Personally gonna do my best Kankuro from Naruto. Exactly. You get it. It's like having my mechanical puppets going around doing stuff. Great. Okay, so let's check up on this. So here's just these. This isn't hard, fast, mechanics. Right? This isn't just a full preview of it, but it is breaking it down just a little bit. So mechanical automatons create tiny objects and wreak havoc. Start with the ability to create 2 automatons and then watch your forces grow. Your creations obey your commands, can engage in melee, and can be enhanced through standard augment effects as though they were a weapon or an item. So everything that you can do to, all of your companions, like weapons, items, and all of that, you can also do to your automatons. So think of just like all of the different ways that can really change up the tactical combat of that. And then you get some additional augments, like alternative movement and ranged attacks. So you can build toys that can climb and slim or fire tiny, deadly projectiles. Your foes will never see what hit them. So there you go. You got some, so standard ones, you get some melee. You can change them a bit to be able to do ranged. You can also have them fly, swim, climb. Just really, really, oh wait, it didn't say fly here, but I'm assuming you can probably also make them fly at some point. You get some optimizations. You can make them better, faster, stronger, make your automatons grow in strength and ability. I wonder if you can make them size them up as well. Augment autonomy, the pinnacle of the Toymaker's art, a construct with limited thinking and reasoning skills. Any of your creations augmented this way pick up a language and ability to command other toys in battle. Making your own little that's got to be like, you know, what, a 17th level. I don't remember the leveling. 15th, yeah, 15th. That's got to be like a 15th level thing there of like making your own sentient little toy that could also command the other ones. That's a literal toy army. That's so good. I can see some great both roleplay and combat possibilities. I was iffy on the Mechanist before, but I might play this one. Hey, if you need a reason to play the Mechanist, I think this is a great place to start for sure. Okay, building a Toymaker. It's not every 2-bit adventurer and aspiring hero that can make the things you can. Toymakers come in all stripes, but here are some ideas to get you started. Talents. Nobody breaks your toys but you. Take Vanguard and capitalize on defending all the potential targets you've given your enemy that isn't you. Or use your constructs to lure foes right into your ready to attack and enjoy that sweet attack and damage bonus. Ooh. See, this is great. This is great. Getting into the nitty-gritty of combat mechanics and the tactics from that. Which really, I think Player's Guide 2 is leaning into with the because if all of these are allies, I wonder then I would, you know, it really comes down to like reading the specifics of the wording. But if all of the Toymaker's creations can be affected by the Vanguard's battle flag abilities, that's like, the chess, the tactical chess of Tales of the Valiant. Be so good. Okay, boons. Of course, people are going to break your toys. Take Mend the Broken to restore them to fighting trim mid-combat, including restoring that piece that fell behind the couch and disappeared. Augments. Your toys aren't just cannon fodder. Your toys aren't just cannon fodder. They're spies and sentries. Add detecting or reactive to your autonomous creations and deploy them anywhere you need someone watching or listening. Lineage, heritage, and background. Even the stuffiest elves have toys, so any lineage will do. Maybe the cosmopolitan Siderian delights in the mechanical oddities found in the bustling markets of their hometown. Perhaps your crafty kobold with a criminal background put her skills to use crafting automatons for a gang of thieves. This is it. This is the good stuff. I love the mixing of lineage and heritage and background to really come up with some, like, some great ideas. Also, like, now I'm imagining, like, a scavenger. Would this work? Could you do, like, a scavenger, like, any lineage, scavenger background, or scavenger, like, heritage, and like a craftsman background to like make stuff out of like bone and twine, wood and stuff. So rather than these like hard metal mechanical like creations, it's a more like humble and just like, you get what I'm saying, right? Like more trapper in the woods more so than like some blacksmith in a city, you know? Again, I'll have to read the specifics about the wording to see if that works, but I feel like it would. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. So yeah, if you needed another reason to go back Player's Guide 2, for the Toymaker, only for the Toymaker. If that's your reasoning, that's your reasoning. I don't blame you. It's pretty sick. Yeah, that's good. Okay, awesome. So, gang. That's, you know, hey, guess what? That was all the blog stuff we had to get through. You know what's left? Making some characters. So, we have got to start off with Wait, hang on. We can be toy. Yes, you can be toy makers now. The Toymaker mechanist is here for every person who wants their toys to be able to walk around with them and then maybe kill their enemies. Hey, we've got you. We've got you covered. Don't even worry about it, bud. Don't even worry about it. Okay, so, it's time for me to make a character. It's been a hot second since I made a character, so give me a second while I get my bearings. But we're going to open up the bad boy. So we've got our player's guide here. We've got our Tales of the Valiant Player's Guide to Preview, which you can find over on the Kickstarter page. And then I've got my form-fillable character sheet that is going to help us, guess what? Fill out this character sheet. So, let's do it. I don't have a name for this character yet. Unsure. But we are going to start with, so we know, one thing that we do know is that class is going to be the monk, right? And we're going to be at least a 3rd level monk because I want the subclass, right? So monk here is 3, subclass is from the player's guide 2. We're going to scroll down. I'm pretty sure it's called the elemental voice, but I just want to make sure that I'm getting that right. Yep, okay, so it's elemental voice. So elemental voice. Okay, cool. That's the only thing that we know about this character so far. However, yes, Ryan, the right question. What lineage? Oh, it can be anything, right? What's a lineage that I haven't? I mean, I could also choose a lineage from the preview, right? What lineages we have here? We have the elemental scion, I think. Yeah, we've got the elemental scion. So I could choose that. That leans really into, like, that feels like I'm leaning really into the elemental part of this, right? Like, in that case, like, this is just like, this character is, that's their whole deal, which would be fine, I think, right? I think it would be fine. However, maybe that's not the move. The Sapopova is also in here. I could be a frog monk. Frog monk is kind of cool. And it does lean me, like, thematically, it's like, I could lean, like, water elemental voice without it feeling like the elemental thing is its whole thing, right? It just so happens to be that because, like, you get what I'm saying? I feel like the distinction is clear in my mind, but I don't know if I'm doing a great job voicing it. How, like, those two things are just, like, so different for me. And if I'm a Sapopova, I can choose between being a frog or a toad. Which can still be the difference between, like, water and earth, right? Decisions. Any thoughts? I can also always, you know, I can be one of the classics. Where are the lineages? Show me the lineages. You know, beastkin. I can be, you know, human, elf, kobold, orc. Maybe I roll for it. And we see. So, let's see. Let's line up all these lineages. We're going to write them all down. I don't know why that's listed like that. B1, 2. Beastkin, dwarf, elf, human, kobold, orc, Siderian, small folk. Okay. And then we also have, I'm not going to put elemental scion in there because I don't really want to be one. I don't think. And then, but I can put Sapopova. So that would give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 would be Sapopova. I do need one more. I do need one more to make a nice even 10 so I can just roll a d10. Where am I going to get this other one, huh? Where am I going to get this other one, gang? I could get it from, let's see. The old Margrave has some lineages. Let's see if there's one from there that I like, huh? Let's see if there's an old Margrave lineage I like, eh? Why not? Nope, that doesn't have bookmarks. Okay, lineages. We have the owl seed, the bear folk, the arena, and the piney. What's the piney again? Oh no, sorry, I pressed the wrong number button. Let me numlock so I don't do that again. Oh, the pineys are the trees. Ooh, I do like the tree people. I do like the tree people. And I think being a tree person gives me a little flexibility, right? Because I could like... I think I can justify most of them, right? I could do earth, water, air, and maybe fire is the one, like, I don't do that, right? Like, that's a dangerous one that I don't. Ooh, okay. I'm kind of liking the piney. I'm selling myself a little bit on this one. This tree person, like, so, like, in tune with the elements, but still maybe fearing. Okay, there's some, there's some fun stuff here. Okay, I think we're going piney. I think we're making a piney gang. Yeah. Okay, cool. I love this. So, piney. Let's see. What features do we get for being a piney? So, I'm just going to read through this for anyone who hasn't looked through the old Margrave. I'm just going to read through this early part. Where am I doing this? Okay. Many villages scattered through the Margrave forest are home to an elusive lineage of humanoids known as the Pineys. They follow a code known by most as the Old Ways, but for them, these rules of the forest are as natural as the leaves growing on the boughs above. While the Pineys were once human, their bodies have been changed by the magic of the Great Forest over many generations. When a piney leaves the Margrave forest, the forest's influence fades but never fully disappears. Their two long limbs and blank, inchoate eyes suggest a fey influence, but their kind is mostly known for strange plant-like qualities to their skin, hair, and nails. Though these plant-like aspects manifest in different ways for each piney, all pineys appear genderless, the forest power removing differences between male and female in favor of plant features. When two pineys want to reproduce, they do so via spores, typically shed from their bark-like skin or leaf-like hair. Some elder pineys in the deepest parts of the forest exhibit very strong plant-like aspects, often appearing closer to treant than a human. Most pineys, however, appear humanoid with plant-like features. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. So, here's what we get from them. Our base walking speed, that's 30. Easily done. Boom. We got a 30 walking speed. Next up, our type is hybrid humanoid. So we have traits in common with humanoids and plants. We have advantage on saves. We have advantage on saves against effects that would cause you to be exhausted. In addition, you have advantage on saves against being paralyzed or petrified, and against effects that would make you fall unconscious. So we're gonna put hybrid humanoid. I'm going to put this here. Hybrid humanoid. All right, next up. Let me just move this so I'm not moving stuff around on the PDF viewer. Just so it's easy for me to find. Okay, cool. So we have hybrid that. We have living wood. In moments of peril, you can rapidly grow tough bark, vines, or similar growth to shield you from harm. When an attacker you can see would hit you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to increase your AC by an amount equal to your proficiency bonus against the triggering attack. You can use this trait a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Beautiful for our monk who's going to be up close and personal fighting, being able to shield themselves with a thickening of bark or vines whenever they need. That's really good. So we're going to say living wood, reaction, add PB to AC, you know, and then, you know, blah, blah, blah. Let's say max, and I'll just say max PB, and I know what that means for me. It's my character sheet. That's all that matters. So next up, we have photosynthetic. If you spend at least 1 hour in an area of sunlight or natural bright light, your daily food requirements are met. In addition, you spend the entirety if you spend the entirety of a short rest in such an area, you regain a number of expended hit die equal to up to your proficiency bonus. Once you recover hit dice in this way, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest. Love that. I love being a tree person. Photosynthetic. Cool. Next up. And I think that's all we get. Oops. I think that's all we get for being a piney. Okay, cool. So that's that. That's what we know about being a piney. Now we have to choose our heritage. Let's figure out our heritage. Maybe there's some heritages in here. Oh, well, let's look at this. Okay. There's the Delver heritage. You live underground. That doesn't feel right. Hiveheim? That doesn't feel right. Moonlit heritage. Characters have a supernatural charge to purify the places and people touched by the influence of the Shadow Realm. Nah, that doesn't feel right. Nah, that's not right. Old ways. Hidden or insular communities far from the more populated regions of the world where the most ancient trees are respected as the village's elders. So I feel like, ancient roots, you have a deep pragmatic connection to the natural world. Primeval bond, you have learned connection with the natural world and can sense the mood of wild creatures you study. You know the druidcraft cantrip, that's cool. And you have advantage on, okay, that's cool. But I don't think that's what I'm looking for. So let's find some other heritages from the Player's Guide 1. So there's Cloud, Cosmopolitan, Cottage, Diaspora, Fireforge, Grove, Nomadic, Salvager, Slayer, Stone, Supplicant, Wildlands, Vexed. Ooh, okay. Let's look at Vex. The lives of a Vexed heritage character are defined by their defiance of a supernatural connection to extraplanar creatures or cosmic forces. Characters of this heritage are often a culture of one person. You have spent your life trying to break free from the forces that have a grip on you. You might have been claimed by a powerful outsider at birth, haunted by whispers in your dreams, or found yourself the inheritor of an ancient blood debt. Regardless, something or someone has a plan for you, and your life has been characterized by running from its influence. Most Vex characters suffer in self-imposed solitude, burdened with the shame and fear of their foretold fate. Many such Vex spend their lives fleeing from their supposed destiny. Others seek answers that can free them from forces that haunt them. Though active communities of Vexed are rare, some occultists and scholars take keen interest in the circumstances surrounding such people's lives. So I would get Prodigal Disciple. When you make a save to resist becoming charmed or possessed, you can treat any d20 die roll of 9 or lower as though you rolled a 10. A 10. Ooh, that's cool. Quarry's Cunning. You have proficiency in either deception or insight skill. And language. You know common and one additional language of your choice. To better avoid an unwanted destiny, typical Vex heritage characters choose an esoteric language that closely aligned with their pursuing power or Oh, okay. Okay. So, kind of what I was thinking potentially as I was reading the Vexed was, so if my character is this piney, right? They're this wood, this tree person that comes from the old Margrave, this ancient forest. If I was vexed, I wonder if it would be by some like fire elemental, some, you know, elemental lord of fire, or like some fey prince of summer, that something that has to do with fire. And or maybe there was like a prophecy of some kind of being like, this person is going to bring about the worst of all things, a great fire that, unlike any fire, will devastate the community, so on and so forth. And they had to be kicked out, or they didn't have to be. The community chose to kick them out. And so now this person has kind of gone their entire life like avoiding fire and flames, which would also be like an interesting role-playing thing, right? Of like how to play this person who has gone their entire life trying to avoid all forms of fire, right? How does this person cook? How does this person like light up dark spaces, right? What are all of the different ways that they've adapted magic or even just natural things about the world to try to mitigate what they would lose by not having fire in their life, and becoming becoming an elemental voice monk as a way to like balance themselves and try to control themselves and the world around them by balancing all of these elements of air, earth, and water, but still being too afraid to broach trying to control aspects of fire in fear that they would still like succumb to this prophecy or this power that's trying to take over their lives, I think is pretty dope. And so, you know what? I talked myself into it. We're going Vexed. Love this. Okay, cool. So for the Vexed, we get Prodigal Disciple, Quarry's Cunning, for Quarry's Cunning, I think I want to take Insight rather than Deception. Deception doesn't really seem like this character's deal, I don't think. So we're going that, and then languages that we know. We know Common, and we probably know Primordial. Was that one of them? Celestial, Abyssal, or Infernal. Oh, well, it's a language of my choice, so I'm going to say Primordial, because I think we're still dealing with, like, heavily elemental stuff here. So we're going Common and Primordial. Those are the two languages I know. And then I have Prodigal Disciple. And then I don't really need to write the other one. Prodigal Disciple. Is there information about this that I can write that'll give me a good sense of like, oh, this is what this does? D20. Can't roll. Okay, I can't roll lower than a 10 to resist charm or possession. Got it. Can't roll lower than 10 to resist charm or possession. Sick. Playing on your ideas, possibly a Feyborn that was prophesied to be the Summer Prince's betrothed who'd create a new era that's feared. I like the Fey aspect of that, of like bringing this like kind of like strange high political thing into it. Yeah, maybe I'm being like the shadow of this Fey Prince of Summer, like constantly like haunting me and like trying to, and like they're trying to court and seduce me into like, come on, don't you want to, let's make we will be betrothed, we'll bring about a new era, so on and so forth. But a part of this prophecy is like, if I do this, like there's going to be this great fire that will like destroy everything and everyone around me, all this stuff that I love. I like this a lot. This is super cool. Okay, next up. Okay, cool. So that's my class. Oh no, I'll get to the class stuff. But I do have to roll for, should I roll or should I use just like a stat array, I wonder. What is the stat array for TOV? Let's see. Stat array. Show me what the stat array is. What's the numbers? Here it is. I've never done point by, and I don't think I ever will, but hey, if other people want to do that, that's up to them. Okay, so I have 3d6 here. Can I find another one? Is there another d6 around here that I can roll? Okay, I'll just roll these 3 and then roll the lowest again. Okay, cool. So, first up for my stats, we got a 5, a 4, and a 2. We're going to re-roll this 2. That's a 6. Okay, cool. So 5 is 6 is 11 plus 4 is 15. Starting off with 15 isn't bad. I do get to add I add +2 and +1 to a stat. Is that correct? Finally add 2 to one score and 1 to the other. Okay, cool. So this 15 could potentially be a 17. Okay, I'm going to put 15 here in my dexterity for now, because don't forget, going to be a monk. So that can be, I think that this will either end up in my dexterity or my wisdom, depending on what my other rolls are. Ooh, so that's a 3, a 5, and a 1. I'm re-rolling the 1. That's a 5. So we got 10, 13. Okay. Let's put 13 in Constitution for right now. We'll roll this again. Okay, 5, 3, 2. Re-rolling the 2. 5, 4, 3. That's 9 plus 3 is 12. We're going to put 12 in... Ooh, 12 in intelligence? Okay. I'm rolling pretty middle of the road here, which I'm not upset about. Yikes, okay. Well, you see, I'm talking to myself. Okay, I rolled a 1, so I'm re-rolling that. And rolled a 1 again. So that's 3, 4, and a 1. So that's an 8. Wonderful. Let's go 8 charisma. I think that would be fun. I usually play high, mid charisma characters, so this would be a fun thing. Like, this person just doesn't know how to talk to anyone. No presence whatsoever. Ugh, yikes, come on. Okay, rolling the 1. 4, okay, 2, 7. This is a 10. I'm going to move the 12 to strength, and I'm making intelligence a 10. Then we're going to roll this again. 5, 4, 1. Okay, 5, 4, 4. So that's 5, 4, 9, 4, 13. Okay, man, really, just some really flat across the board stuff. So 15 is definitely staying in dexterity. That's going to be bumped up by 2, giving us a 17, which is +3. And then I'm going to bump the wisdom up by 1, giving me a 14 here, which gives me +2. And then across the board, we've got +1, +1, 0, and then -1. Okay. Whew, this is for a level 1 character. Hey, this ain't the worst. That's for sure. It's not the worst. Okay, cool. So Now that we've got that settled, oh, this is okay. Yeah, choose a lineage, choose a heritage. Yeah, now we have to choose a background. Let's go find the backgrounds. Background is going to be interesting for this, I think. Background is going to be very interesting. So, is there just like a full list of backgrounds? Maybe. Is there a full list of backgrounds? No, there isn't. Okay, cool. So we have the adherent, which is like, oh, hey, traveling person talking about your faith, trying to convince other people to do it. We've got the artist. We've got the courtier, the criminal, the homesteader, the maker, the outcast. Oh, outcast feels like what I am, right? You spent your life surviving on scraps and taking what you could. Living on the streets sometimes left you on the wrong side of the law. Oh, that feels a little close to criminal. So I don't... Nah, maybe not this one. Okay. Rustic. Living life. Perhaps you were the black... Someone who lived a life of no consequence? Nah. Scholar? Nah. Soldier? No. Are there any backgrounds in this? There might not be. Yeah, I don't think there are. Okay. Oh, let's go to Old Margrave. Maybe there's some backgrounds in here. These are the subclasses. Wait, okay. Let me just go up to this. Backgrounds? Any backgrounds? Do you all have any backgrounds? Okay, it's 72. So, Forest Dweller. Forest Dweller might be it, you know. Oh, is that the only one? That's the only one. Okay, cool. Let's read this. You're a creature of the forest, spending your days hunting and lodging under a canopy of green. You expected to live all your days in the forest, at one with the green things of the world, until an unforeseen occurrence, traumatic or transformative, drove you from your familiar home and into the larger world. Civilization is strange to you, the open sky unfamiliar, and the bizarre ways of the so-called civilized world run counter to the truths of the forest. Forest dwellers tend towards solitude, introspection, and self-sufficiency. You keep your own counsel, and you are more likely to watch from a distance than get involved. So, let's see. I think maybe... Okay, so I would get skill proficiencies. I'd get animal handling, nature, or stealth. Additional I would learn Sylvan. I would get construction tools, herbalist tools, or trapper tools. And equipment, I would get a hunting trap, a wood staff, a set of fur-lined traveler's clothes, or a set of tools you are proficient with, and a pouch containing 5 gold. This kind of feels like, you know, kind of what I'm looking for. Not really. It's like... yeah, it's not like really what I'm looking for, you know? Because I'm looking for... I think this person is someone who's been out in the woods. I guess I'm trying to figure out where they learned their martial arts, right? Is it something that is like practice... is it a practice thing? Is it a like someone came and taught them? I don't know. How about, because if it is, I think I'm moving towards the idea of them like doing it by themselves, of them being just someone living out in the woods, trying to meditate on their own life and their relationship with the like elements and like practicing basically out by themselves. Do I want that to be in the forest specifically? A good question. Maybe so. Maybe so. Let's go with the forest dweller. Yeah, we're going to do forest dweller. Okay, cool. So, forest dweller, what did that give me again? Skill proficiencies. Choose from animal handling, nature, or stealth. Okay. I'm thinking maybe less animal handling for them. Maybe stealth. Also nature. I feel like I'll probably get nature from... Let me... Wait. Just so I'm making sure that I'm not, like, doubling up on anything. Let's check out the monk real quick. Let's check out the monk and figure out what I will be getting from that, so then I can kind of make my choices around that, you know. That's the mechanist. We are looking for the monk. There we go. So the monk proficiencies are acrobatics, athletics, history, insight, religion, stealth. Okay. I could get stealth from the monk if I really want to. I don't think that's where I'm leaning for. And I don't think that this character is a particularly like stealthy person either. So maybe not that. How about... I guess nature. Yeah, nature's the one that makes sense here. Okay, cool. So we're going nature. And then I also know Sylvan, and I gain... I probably have herbalist tools. Feels right. So we're going to go with tool proficiency. We have herbalist tools. And then... what was the other thing? Oh, I know Sylvan. Okay, cool. Dope. And what's else? What else do we have from this? That's it. Oh, these are the equipment I can get. I'm just gonna get... just gonna copy this and paste it in my treasures. Right in my treasures, I get 5 gold pieces, and then I also have a set of herbalist tools. Cool. All right, so that is that. I don't think I need anything from here. Did this not give me a talent? No, it didn't. Do I start off with a talent if my background doesn't give me one? I don't remember, because I know some of them do, but not. But you know, these ones obviously didn't. So maybe from there, I just get to choose my own. Choose a background. Backgrounds. Yeah, if it doesn't start you with the talent, do you just not get one? That's so interesting. Because some of them do start off with one. Right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong on that? I don't think I am. Let's go back. Backgrounds and talents. That's a tool proficiency, so on and so forth. Oh, that's the talent there. Oh, am I stupid? I just didn't read. Okay, cool. Your experience living, hunting, and foraging in the woods gives you a wealth of experience to draw upon when you are traveling the wilds. Choose a talent from the list to represent your experience. Athletic, Forest Denzian, or Relentless Hunter. Where's Forest Denzian? It's probably in here, right? Your time in the forest have made you familiar with the ways and dangers of the forest and its inhabitants. You gain these benefits. You have advantage on any ability check you make related to climbing or swimming. You are resistant to the poison condition, and you can discern if a plant or fungal growth is safe to eat. This does feel right. This feels right for my character. You have advantage on checks and saves to avoid being grappled or restrained, or to escape being grappled or restrained, provided you are being grappled or restrained by a non-magical vegetation or a beast or a monstrosity's feature, such as a giant's frog bite or a spider's web. Oh, that's cool. I'm specifically really, really good at, well, you know, not being tangled in vines and webs. That's okay. Okay, I don't hate that. What's athletic look like though? Here we go. Give me 1 second. All right. You focus on honing your athletic abilities. You gain these benefits. Double your proficiency bonus for any ability check you make that uses the athletic skill. When factoring your carrying capacity, multiply your strength by 18 instead of 15. Okay, this just makes me stronger. I do get to stand up by only using 5 feet of movement, which is pretty good. And then my running and long jump, I think I'm leaning towards Forest Denizen. What's the other one? It was Relentless Hunter. Here it is. You're an expert at hunting prey. You're never more at home than when on a hunt. And your quarry rarely escapes you. Okay, I don't think I'm going to do the Relentless Hunter. And part of that is because I think that I'm really, really, really want to lean into this character, not really wanting to have anything to do with fire. And so getting meats and stuff feels like it's counterintuitive to that. Because I would have to cook a lot of that. But having this character having to rely on like vegetable matter for like all of the nutrients that they need. Oh, I also have photosynthesis, so I don't even really need to eat. So yeah, no, screw this. Screw you. I'm a forest denizen, all right. That's me. So technical talent. Is there a place I can put my talents? That isn't. That's here. Okay, cool. That's fine. We're just gonna go forest denizen, and then main things. Oh, nope, not there. Main things that this gives me. I have advantage on climbing and swimming. Actually, I'm going to put that in my additional features and traits. So I'm going to go Forest Denizen. Oh, Forest Denizen, advantage on climbing and swimming. What else? Resistant to the poison condition. Let's see. What's the other one? Can identify edible foods and plant matter, or edible plants and fungi. Fungi. I'm such a fun guy. And then advantage on checks. Advantage against being grappled or restrained by plants and animals. Advantage on being restrained or grappled against plants, beasts, and I think also monstrosities, it said. Is that true? Is it also monstrosities? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, cool. So that's Forest Denizen. And then, yeah, that just leaves us with the monk. Let's go down here. Awesome. And I'm going to try to get us through this because, hey, in 15 minutes, we have the next scouting party goes live on YouTube. So stick around for that as well. Okay, cool. So my hit dice, I start off with 8 per level. So guess what? We're starting off 3rd level because we're doing the elemental voice. So this is going to be, where's my hit dice? Here we go. Max hit dice. I have 3 hit dice. I've used none of them. They are d8s. Amazing. My hit points, it is 8 plus my constitution modifier. So 8 plus 1 is 9. I would get old Yoda-like master found deep in the woods. Yeah. D8. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a D8. Where's my D8? Here it is. Okay, cool. So I start off with 9. Level 2. God. 3 plus 1 is 4. What? Okay, wait. Max hit points was 9. Plus 4 makes it 13. And 1 more level. 2. Dang. Okay, 2 plus 1. Is 3, so 16 hit points. Not doing great. Not doing great hit points wise, but you know, that's why I punch people. So I don't need hit points. I'll punch you. Okay. Uh-oh. This got moved in a way that I didn't want it to. Okay, there we go. Armor proficiencies. I don't have any armor proficiencies. I do have weapon proficiencies. With simple and short swords. Can I bold these to make it look different? Nope, I cannot. Okay, cool. So armor, bam. Tools, bam. Oh, I'm also going to, if I can get any tools, I'm also going to take a flute. Because I just love having a magical instrument. Or musical instrument. My strength and dex saves are what I have proficiency in, which would make these saves. Wait. Okay, my proficiency bonus is +2, which makes my save +3. Nope, +5. Plus, yeah, everything else is the same. +2. -1. Okay, cool. Awesome. And by awesome, I mean okay. Choose 2 skills between acrobatics, athletics, history, insight, religion, and stealth. I'm going to go acrobatics and athletics. This is a person that's just been out in the woods a lot. You know, that's just kind of how they roll. Next up, starting equipment. Any simple weapon. I'll take a quarterstaff. Oh no, I already had a quarterstaff, right? Then I'll take a dagger. Right? Yeah. Quarterstaff. Let's zoom in on this. Let's zoom in on this, shall we? So this is a quarterstaff, and we're gonna take a dagger. You know, simple weapons. Then I'm going to take Explorer's Pack. Yeah. Sick. And then last but not least, I'll do a sling. Cool. All right. Next up, we have the martial arts as our level 1. I'm not going to write all of these down because I don't need to. So we're going to go martial arts as our level 1 feature. We also get unarmored defense. Yes, the background did have a talent, which was the forest denizen. We did get back to it. Oh, you might be a little behind. I understand. Okay, cool. Unarmored defense, which would put my AC. Where is this at? Okay, because unarmored defense. While I'm not wearing a shield, which I don't have one, the bonus creatures. So let's just go to. Oh, that's unarmored movement. I was looking for defense. There it is. Okay. It's 10 plus my dex plus my whiz. 10 plus my dex plus my wisdom modifier is my AC. Don't have a shield, don't have a shield. My armor class would be 10 plus 3 plus 2. Yeah, so 15. 15 armor class. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Then then I get technique points at level 2, which goes here. That's technique points. I do get those, which, you know, comes with flurry of blows, patient defense, and step of the wind. And then I do get unarmored movement. And then at level 3, I finally get my monk's elemental voice, which gives me elemental speaker and shape element. So let's finally dig into this. So elemental speaker, you learn certain words and phrases that command the primordial elements, determining which of the following elements is the primary element you speak for: earth, flame, water, or wind. Your connection to that element allows you to spend technique points to invoke that element to empower yourself, infuse your attacks, or reshape your environment. When you gain this feature, choose 2 words you know from the elemental word list. At least one word you choose must be associated with your primary element, so I can mix and match elements as well. You learn more words over time, so on and so forth. Every time you learn a new word, at least one word must be associated. Okay, cool. All of the following elemental words are available at 3rd level. You can invoke each elemental word by spending the listed number of technique points. Some words require your target to make saves, so on and so forth. It uses our usual DC. Okay, cool. So we have to choose 2 of these things. First off, I think that what I speak for, God, I have so many traits. Elemental voice. I think earth makes sense. I'm thinking it's either earth, water, or wind. I think wind could be interesting because there's, like, you know, wind through leaves, trees, that kind of thing. Earth seems very rock focused, and like rock and metal, which I don't think is quite what I'm going for. Tremor sense, yeah, I don't think earth is that. Erupt, flame technique, I don't think that's certainly not it. So it's either water or air, and I can see it being either, genuinely. Trees having a connection with water, I think, is kind of fun. And then wind, like wind through trees, just makes sense. I'm imagining like a cherry blossom kind of deal. Maybe it's wind. Zephyr step to teleport. Oh. Squall. As an action, a blast of wind explodes out from you. Each creature in the line must make... Ooh, that's pretty good. I love that. Okay, I think wind. Wind is our primary one, but we also deal in a little earth and a little water. So wind is our primary elemental voice. When we come down here, elemental voice. Cool. And we're gonna go with, I think, squall as our wind one. It's either that or storm. As a bonus action, you use powerful winds to surround you. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's go squall. We're going squall. And then let's choose another one that's either water. I think maybe whip for water. To point and circle your limbs in a powerful torrents of swirling water. And like pulling water out of the air. And yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, yeah, we're going with squall and whip. That's dope. Okay, cool. And then for this is the last choice we have to make for our thing. And then I will release all of us to go watch the new scouting party. Let's see. Shape elements. Yeah, let's shape some elements. Elements. Okay, cool. As an action, you can choose a single element, earth, flame, water, or wind, and perfectly manipulate a 5-foot cube of your chosen element in any way you see fit, so long as the cube is within 20 feet of you. For example, shape elements can ignite a carriage, erect a hardened pedestal of sand, thaw a hole in a glacial ice, or hedge away noxious vapors. Any temporary changes last for a number of rounds equal to your monk level. Creatures take no damage from effects caused by these features, such as a freezing water around a creature, but may be hindered, moved, or otherwise affected by the change at your GM's discretion. In addition, you can use shape elements to lift and hurl up to 5 pounds of your chosen element at a target you can see within 60 feet of you. See, this is the Avatar, element bending stuff going on here. In addition, you can so when you do so, the target must succeed a dex save against your technique save DC, or take damage equal to your martial arts die plus your monk level. Oh man, so you could just use this to start attack. Oh, that's so good. Oh, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's immediately better than this is how I want it to feel, right? Being an elemental monk, I want it to feel like I was an element bender, and being able to just shoot off just so easy, as an attack, boom, I can do that. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The damage type is determined by the element chosen. Magical bludgeoning damage for earth, fire for flame, cold for water, lightning for wind. Oh, this is so good. The elemental voice. That might be my new favorite. I might actually play a monk now. It's happening. God. Oh, this is so cool. The character's name is going to be Cherry Longroot. Boom. Look at that. And I think they're like a cherry blossom kind of piney. This is great. See, we made a character all together. There's obviously some stuff here, right? Like my initiative, right? Oh, it's +3. I don't need any of that, write all this stuff, and so on and so forth. There's some more stuff here, but together we basically all made this. We finished a character. That's incredibly playable and also so cool. This is just mixing lineages, backgrounds, heritages, classes all together to make just really unique, really flavorful, and just so much fun. I need to find a reason for me to play this really strange hermit tree person who's also an airbender. This is so cool. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here hold on. We're going to get on over here. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for being here for another Kobold Chats. It has been an absolute joy doing this with you all, and I would do the usual whole spiel, but we're actually running a little short on time because over on our YouTube page, we are about to premiere the next episode of Scouting Party, episode 2, where we're talking about more of the classes and subclasses that you can expect for Tales of the Valiant in the Player's Guide 2. So if that's something you're interested in, please come and join us. I'm throwing the link over in the chat, and I hope to see you all in just a few minutes when it goes. So I'm going to let you go do that so you can get water, whatever you need, and I'll see you over at the premiere. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, and don't forget to go out, be bold, be brave, be valiant, and I'll see you at the premiere. Peace out.